Hi YouTubers, we are on our way to Canada, crossing over the Blue Water Bridge into Ontario.
We've been invited by Roadtrek and the Erwin Hymer group to share our RV experiences with a group of owners.
We're delighted to do so, but we figured, hey, why don't we bring you along with us? So our readers are always asking us, what's it like crossing into Canada? And it's pretty simple.
It's very easy to cross into Canada. The one question you're always asked coming from the States is, do you have any firearms?
Canada is very strict. No firearms. None. Now if you're going to be hunting or something, well, you'll have to deal with that before you come over and get all the paperwork. But that's the one question you can be sure you're going to be asked. The answer better be, you don't have any.
Our experience has been that everyone's very nice when we cross into Canada. We've not had any problems whatsoever. They make you feel welcome.
They do. First stop is right after we crossed over into Canada. I'm going to exchange some US money for some Canadian currency. So, that's a pretty good deal. It's a very favorable exchange rate. $20 US brought back a little over $26 in Canadian. The one difference is the speed limit. Now we're on a highway called 402, which is just like any interstate in America. But the speed limit here is in kilometers per hour. And it's not miles per hour. So when you see the sign that says speed limit 100 kilometers per hour, don't think that's very fast.
It's really 62 miles per hour, and they enforce their speed limit laws by plane, and you get a hefty ticket if you're going over the speed limit.
Hefty ticket. It says if you are going over 50 kilometers over, which would be, what, about a little over 30 miles over the speed limit, you can be fined $10,000 and they can tow your car, confiscate your car. So traffic laws are taken very seriously here in Canada. Our destination was Waterloo, Ontario, located right near the Roadtrek factory in Kitchener and the Hymer factory in Cambridge. We stayed at the Green Acre campground, and all the owners were parked in the same area. We all made quick introductions, and bright and early the next day, we all showed up at the Hymer factory for the start of Owners Academy.
Hi, Mike and Jennifer.
Hi, guys.
Photographs we have.
Class members came from all across North America. Technical, warranty, and repair experts from Hymer and Roadtrek presented 3 days of training and RV maintenance guidance, covering everything from road service for breakdowns to RV plumbing to the RV's electric system.
Parts were laid out on tables: hot water heaters, bypass valves, inverters, underhood power generation components, and much more. Students were taught how they all worked, and they were encouraged to put hands on. There were lots of breakout sessions and one-on-one discussions, too.
All this was designed to give owners confidence and practical knowledge in their RVs instead of turning to not-so-reliable information often found on the internet. Darren Soper is a sales support coordinator who often fields phone calls from owners looking for technical help.
There's a lot of experts out there, and good, bad, or indifferent, that's the way it is. What we really appreciate is the fact that we're able to connect with the owners and to bring information, bring people that are experts in their field. And we always suggest to people, go to the source, go to the manufacturer, go to the people that actually know the coaches and can tutor you through the different systems that are in the coach.
There were so many helpful things learned, and most were really not very complicated.
I want to share something that I learned at Owner's School that made it worth the couple of days that we were there. Have you ever had this happen? You open up the cupboard, you're looking, putting something in there, and it shuts like that? I learned at Owner's School with an Allen wrench. You just put it in there, and you tighten it just a little bit. Let's see if it works. Oh, love it.
Here's a little tip that I learned that I was doing all wrong before. Many of us have lithium batteries, different banks. You might only have 2 or you might have 8. I happen to have 5 different sets. And if you notice, I've got all the lights on right now. Now, if you're boondocking, this isn't really a good idea because that takes up a lot of solar power to charge all 5. So what they told us at Owner's School is you want your solar panels to charge every battery just right. So you don't need every bank on. Leave 2 of them on, or even just 1 if you want, and the solar will top that off. If you're going to use the air conditioning, maybe you're going out to dinner and you've got the dog in there, well, you don't want to just have 1 bank on. You need enough power to let it go for an hour or 2. So turn on another bank, maybe turn on 3 banks, and that'll keep you going until you're done with your dinner, and the dog will be nice and cool while you've been chilling out at the restaurant.
The Owners Academy wasn't all technical talk. Mike and I were asked to present a session to the owners about our style of traveling and how to get more out of an RV trip.
Number 1.
The 3:30 rule, although I did bend that to 3:30 in the a.m.
That was one of those 800-mile days.
Coffee person, and we needed to drive, and I ate a couple of dark chocolates, and man, I went till 3:30.
Yeah.
We'll have separate videos made from our seminar coming up here on the channel.
One of the most enjoyable experiences at the Owner's School was a guided tour of the factory, where the students actually saw the entire process of how their motorhomes were built.
As you can see, the van's already been insulated as it came over. The wiring harnesses are all hung down. Everything is put into its place so that when the next station gets a hold of the vehicle, it's prepped for that position. This section here is testing. These gentlemen go over the code. But everything is done on the CNC machine. So every cabinet that comes off our machine is built the same every time.
So here's the official and historic group photo of the very first Owners Academy class. We'll put a link in the description below on where you can find more information on upcoming sessions.
Well, that was a lot of fun.
I told you it was going to be a lot of fun, and I told you that we were going to benefit from being able to come here. This has just really been great.
I looked at everything they were covering. I said, hey, I've been doing this for, going on 7 years. And I figured I knew all this stuff, but...
No, there's always something that you can learn.
Yeah, and it was fun to be with all those other owners.
It's fun to meet other owners of Class Bs and spend time together and hear what their goals and dreams are.
What was your biggest takeaway from our week at the Owners Academy?
That don't think you know it all. There's always room to learn more things.
Yeah.
Things are changing, things are getting better. You have so many things in your unit and you're not using it to its potential.
I think my biggest takeaway was the fact that we really can diagnose trouble that we have with our RVs. We really don't have to be engineers or real tech savvy to be able to figure out how to keep it maintained, and I feel a lot more confident going back in and tinkering with our RV a little bit.
And just a little tip about hands-on, walking around your unit and looking for spiders and insects and things that are trying to weasel their way into your unit. Just that hands-on, you've got to look, because you're bouncing down the road.
Now this, of course, was from Roadtrek and the Erwin Hymer group, but most RV manufacturers have a similar type of owner training that they make available. At the very least, they all have online manuals, they all have online tech support. They really do want to help. They really do.
They want you to have a pleasant experience and to tell others how much you love your unit.
And bottom line for all of us is you really can teach an old dog new tricks. I can't wait now to go back in and now that I know my RV a little better. Hey, we're Mike and Jennifer Wendland. We want to thank you guys for watching, and we ask you to do us a big favor to subscribe to our YouTube RV Lifestyle channel. Thanks again for watching.